Thank you for stopping through. Please like, share, subscribe. This is going to be a collective message. I got a couple of downloads before I did this, and I was doing the other videos so I can upload them and put up the extensions up on Patreon. Anyway, for those of you who are new, thank you for stopping through. For those of you who have stuck around, thank you as well. And let's get to moving. This is big shift that's happening, and it's happened. I mean, it started for me probably last week. I would say Monday, like a really, really big shift. You may have changed some things in your routine. So you're looking at something differently. There's like a different perspective that's coming in. If you guys have been like bound to anything where you've been like in a lot of unsettling times, shit hasn't been going right. This could be work, relationship, anything. It just didn't seem like it was all panning out. Whatever chains that were binding you are now broken. Okay. The month of August that just passed, or the last of the year prior to, could have been significant in this situation. You may have felt like you were swimming amongst a bunch of sharks. You know what I'm saying? This could have really affected your money. What you didn't know, though, was that you were being spiritually protected and guided along the way. All right? You may have felt like people were working against you behind your back. This shit is all coming to an end as well. A lot of unsettling times. It was like you were constantly needing to plan, prioritize. I mean, the stress, the lack of sleep. It was like a lot of exhaustion. You know what I mean? A lot of mental energy that you may have been going through. Okay. Some of you guys still need to rest though, is what I'm hearing, because work may start picking up for you. Some of you guys need to take a vacation for sure. There's greatness still happening. It's almost like the trumpets have sounded off. You know what I mean? Like if you were dealing with a younger man and you were waiting on him to come through, there's some wish that's going to be granted. You don't see this coming, but this will be coming in. A lot of you guys had this feeling of a sense of like feeling of a lack, like loss of motivation, not achieving the goals that you were trying to achieve, right? It was like nothing was working in your favor. Again, all this stuff is changing. There's a shift that's happening. Wealth is here. It is here or in your near future is what I'm hearing. There's a deep friendship. You're going to be connecting with somebody of the same sex also. Your guides are guiding you at this time. Light a candle if you're into, it doesn't have to be candle magic, but if somebody has passed that you think about often, light a candle for them, a white candle. There's angels around you. Light a candle for them. Make sure you're praying. Make sure you're meditating. Make sure that you're taking time out for yourself, like exercising, where you can be. Meditation isn't always like sitting in a yoga position or laying down and listening to a guided meditation. Meditation is being completely present in that moment and whatever it is that you're doing. So you could be washing dishes and allow your mind to go where it needs to go. Don't get so distracted on everything else that's going on around you. Okay? You will be getting downloads. You will be feeling different. You're not going to understand the shift that's coming in also. This new moon is very, very significant. We just had a solar eclipse. I think it's a solar eclipse. We had a solar eclipse because we're in Sagittarius season. So happy birthday to you guys. And this may be significant of something that has happened to you last year during the solar eclipse. Even the winter solstice is what I'm hearing. Okay, so let's get it popping and moving. That was quick, right? Journey. You guys have been on a long journey. A difficult one is what I'm hearing. But there's new routes. It's almost like you're going to be choosing a new path. The moon is here too. So this new moon is definitely significant. There's a need for you to believe in what it is that you want. You know what I mean? Like you're not going to be able to attain or achieve these goals if you don't believe in what it is that you want. Okay? Food is what came up next. They're also asking you to let go of the things in your life that, and look, and then surrender comes up. Let go of the things in your life that no longer serve you. You know what I'm saying? You know what's good for you. You know what's not. You know what can feel, I heard the word taboo. You know what is of a forbidden fruit is what I'm getting, is the vibe that I'm getting. You need to let these things go so you can become abundant in your life. There are things that you need to surrender at this time, to surrender to. Surrender to the external struggles. Like, focus on you right now. If you can't change that situation and it's not something that you can control, you need to relinquish that. You know what I mean? Let it go. Let go and let God, as they say. Pray. Again, I will definitely always encourage you to pray. You have, I just heard the Magician, so there you go. Possessions, and then truth. And then we have connection. Okay. This journey that you've been on, that's, the great shift is happening right now. You may have lost a lot of things. You may have been dealing with a master manipulator, is what I'm feeling. You may have dealt with somebody that kind of boosted you up and then brought you all the way back down. Again, you may have lost a lot of things, but there's going to be some truths revealed. The number 44 is significant. The number 11 is significant. The number 7 is significant also. But there are going to be, and 10. So you may want to write those down. 44, 7, 11, 10. You've always been connected, even the times that you felt disconnected is what I'm hearing. But there's going to be a lot of truths revealed once this whole surrender thing has happened. You have to, almost every day when you get up, force yourself to be in a high vibration. I mean, life isn't always perfect, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you that shit doesn't happen, because God knows I know. A lot of you have gone through some great awakening, is what it feels like. But the things that you don't value, it's time to really let them go. You know what I mean? A lot of things may have costed you. You may have made a decision that has costed you a lot. A peacock is significant, and that is truly significant to me. And I'm seeing that in this card of truth. It's almost like, if you look up the symbolization of a peacock, it is connected to the phoenix as well. So it's almost like a resurrection, a rising of some sort. And I don't know if you can see it in the back, but it's like you can see when they open up their feathers, it's like they're ready. They're ready to move and go, and they're ready to stay connected and always surrender to the divine, is what I'm hearing. But by allowing yourself to, it's like surrendering is going to give you this grand rise, almost like all these external troubles are going to fall off one by one by one by one, and you're going to be finally making moves. You know what I mean? It's almost like you've been in this space, like you may have planted a vineyard, is what I'm hearing, right? And you're just waiting, for these vines to become abundant so you can create, create this perfect wine, so to say. And that takes time, right? Things take time, especially when you're going through things that are heavy. I mean, the worst thing to do is to suppress. You have to process. But what I'm hearing is that there's this connection that you've always had to the divine. This connection is going to be enhanced. It's almost like things are going to start to make sense. It's almost like things are going to be coming, like full circle almost, right? It's almost like you're going to realize how everything was interconnected, and truths are just going to, like, these downloads are going to feel like fuck, you know what I mean? Like, how did I not put that together before? And that's what I'm hearing. That was a lot. And then you got action at the bottom of the deck. So you're going to be cutting shit out that no longer serves you. You're going to be taking action towards the things that you love. I'm also seeing a snake in this, but I'm looking at this as the Kundalini rising. And I don't know if you could see it, but it's on her arm. That's what it's feeling like. Like you've kind of finally become whole of some sort. It's like the butterfly breaking out of their cocoon. You're no longer going to be holding on to these regrets. You're no longer going to be holding on to grief. You're no longer going to be holding on to anything that can hold you back anymore. Prosperity, comes in right after that, but there's a need for you to use your intuition, okay? This tower does not feel like a bad tower anymore. It doesn't feel like things are going to be broken down anymore. It feels like you've been broken to your core. And now this is like one of those oh shit, I can't remember what they're called. It's not a watchtower. It's like those buoys, you know what I mean, that you see in the water, and they never go down in the midst of a storm. You know what I mean? They may move from right to left, back and forth, and look like they're about to go under, but they always rise. So that's kind of what I'm hearing. Things are definitely going to be illuminated in your life. There's a need for you to pay attention to the sky at night also, is what I'm hearing. You may start seeing different colors, not like the pink and the purple when the sun is setting, more like in the night sky. If you see like an illumination of green, or some type of a blue hue somewhere, or a purple hue somewhere. I mean, it may be some sort of extraterrestrial is what I just heard too. But what I'm hearing is that this is going to be an indicator for you to know that you now are on solid ground. Okay, like your foundation is being built the way it's supposed to be built. Fuck, that was a lot, right? Okay, here we go. I'm telling you, I feel like I'm like I'm soaking everything up right now. Let's see which ones we're gonna grab. All right, Señor Dios mío, San Miguel Arcángel, por favor. Thank you for this. I may be trying something out new too. That's going to be coming up here shortly, and I'll let you guys in on the whole personal readings. I said I wasn't going to do it, but I tried something the other day, and with the personal reading, and then you got awakening. Ha! What did I tell you? I tried something the other day where I was able to ground myself, but it'll be a choice. If I decide to do it, you guys will be able to choose an element, whether it's earth or water, because I have in my chart, is very balanced, you know what I'm saying? But I need to be able to ground myself, is what I'm seeing, if I'm dealing with somebody on the outside in one of those two elements. Air and fire doesn't work for me to ground myself, because it just makes me more fiery and airy, right? Okay. But anyway, so here we go. Awakening. You have gone through a great awakening. I mean, the light is being illuminated. Look at this picture. It's like darkness is falling away. You know what I mean? You've been in this for so long, and this shit is making me get emotional, and I'm not sure why, but you've been in this for so long, and it's here. It's finally here. There's a big shift happening for a lot of people. If you've been going through the gamut, this shit is here for you. This turmoil, this sadness, this, if you have lost somebody, my condolences, but the grief that you've been feeling, you're going to finally feel free. If you've been going through some ailment, you know what I mean, you may have figured out a way how to conquer this ailment, or, suppress the symptoms of the ailment as well. Your crown is going to be illuminated at this time. Before you start seeing things come to fruition, what I'm hearing is that your crown is going to be illuminated. You will start to get downloads. You will start to connect the dots before everything is illuminated for you, and those pieces of the puzzle start to connect again, where, whatever it is that you're trying to do. Like the mask of this illusion is going away, is what I'm hearing too, okay? A lot of unraveling. Look at this. Knight of Voices. A lot of unraveling. Two of Coins. Again, I still feel like you're going to be getting these downloads. Like, look at this. This is representative of the moon, right? But the moon doesn't have rays like this. And these are downloads. These are downloads that are going to be coming to you from your guides, from your angels, from above, to let you know that change is here, okay? This change is going to make you feel free. It's like, it's exciting, you know what I mean? You may be choosing a person. You may be coming out of confusion. You may finally choose a path and know what your life purpose is. So I'm getting that you've conquered the devil, is what I just heard. And this is a devil card. So we'll see what comes out next. But I just heard that you've conquered the devil. You have done a dance in the midst of hell, trying to figure out which way to go. trying to understand why these things were happening to you. You know, again, a butterfly doesn't, you know, a caterpillar doesn't know that it's going to be turning into this beautiful butterfly, is what I'm hearing. And you've gone through so much shit, you know what I mean? There's just been so much darkness. Even though you're trying to do good in this world, you've been through like the darkest of the darkest times. It doesn't mean that other things aren't going to happen to you. This just means that when they do, because of the way you've evolved and the way you've risen, you're going to be handling them differently and understanding that the only way to get through any of this is by surrendering, okay? Before you get these feelings, and this is a Six of Emotions, so this is, you know, the Six of Cups, right, which typically means a soulmate may be coming back in that did you dirty, but there's a change of perspective on how you're going to handle this situation. And then you get the Queen of Air, and then you get the World. So with that, and this is what I'm getting, is that if somebody in the past did you dirty, you're going to be looking at this situation more logically than ever else. If you're going to be allowing this situation to start again, they have to come correct. It's the only way they can come in. You're not going to allow anybody to penetrate your soul if this was caused by some type of infidelity or a breakup of some sort, okay? You may be communicating with somebody via the internet. You heard that? That was confirmation. They may be calling you soon if you haven't heard from them yet. I fucking love this, yo. You know who you are, and you know how you want to forge forward. This is the Empress. The Empress knows how to be abundant. They know that they are part of this world and they're connected to everything. They know that in order to be able to give, they have to be open also to receiving. They also know that nothing can happen without going through the divine first. And then you get the Two of Wands. And this card is a telescope, right? It's almost like you are seeing what is. You see the bigger picture. You know what it is that you need to do now. All this feeling of being stuck is now gone. I mean, the downloads are going to come fast, so expect this change. I mean, this phone call from this person from before, this may not even be expected. You know what I mean? You may have felt like this person brought your world upside down, and then the Eight of Wands comes in reverse. You may have thought that this person turned your whole world upside down. You may have not been communicating with this person, and if you were, it was very seldomly. Let's say every 2 months, I would say every 4 months, you would hear something, and then you wouldn't hear anything else, okay? But you now know how to put up boundaries. This person, even though this came up in reverse, the change is that they're coming in with communication. If this is a person, if this is you, this is a change of inspiration. This is a change with you, forging forward. This is you knowing how to set boundaries. This is a Seven of Wands. This is you knowing how to set boundaries. This is you knowing how to deal with the darkness now, okay? Because the first thing you're going to do is go within and make sure that you're being guided. It's like she's pushing all this fucking darkness away. That's it. She knows she's the star. She knows she's the prize in whatever situation it is that you're dealing with. Look at this shit. She knows she's the prize. And what's this? The Magician. This is not anybody else. This is you creating magic. This is you creating your universe. This is you constantly talking to your guides. This is you not moving forward with doing anything without talking to your guides. Things are going to be shown to you by people that you may be dealing with currently that, you may have been enamored by, so to say. But you're going to be seeing them in a different light, is what I'm hearing. There's maybe some information that comes in that doesn't make you feel good. And then you got the Emperor. Again, if this is a relationship, there may be action being taken towards this person, but you're not putting your heart in anybody's hand at this time. If this is a situation when it dues to finance or money or whatever it is that you're going through, if you felt like you were under type of any spiritual attacks, this is you rising and understanding that you know, the masculine and feminine energy work together. They don't work against each other. So you have to be able to be in balance. And a lot of you has been trying to attain some type of balance. But if, like I said in the beginning, if there was any chains that were binding you, these chains are now broken so you can move forward. Oh, look at this. They're doing a dance. This is the Two of Cups. If there's a masculine energy that's coming in that was possibly the devil and very manipulative or codependent or has some issues in the past, they're going to be coming in. You may be setting boundaries at first. Be careful not to project, you know what I mean? Be careful. Make sure that you're balancing out your mind and your heart. Don't, you know. But this is a dance that they're doing. This person is coming in with love. This person may want to start over. This person may be coming in to take action towards you. And it's going to be slow, is what I hear. But they're coming in to take action towards you. There's emotions that have not been expressed, but that is coming to an end also. Emotions that has not been expressed. And then we get the three of swords. I'm going to leave this and put this upside down over here. We get the Three of Swords here. Those emotions that weren't expressed by this person, this is like you in the background. Well, this is them in the background, and this is you here, going through the pain and the suffering. If this was a relationship, if this was whatever situation this was in, you put it to where this fits for you. But whatever situation, whatever broke your heart, it broke it open for something new. Now, if this is a person that you're dealing with, they've been suffering in silence too. But it's almost like they're going to be coming towards you. And then we get the Three of Coins. They want to work together in regards to something because they went through some type of a rebirth too. They may be expressing to you how they feel, you know, what they have not done in the past. And then you have Justice here. So taking love straight out of the equation, and you were going through something that spiritually broke you down or broke your whole world apart. It's almost like things are going to be now progressing slowly. You know what I mean? You found a way of self-love. You are now the magician. You're not only the magician, but you're the emperor and the empress, and you know how to balance out your masculine and feminine energy. I heard black and white. I heard yin and yang. It's almost like you now know how to even deal with the flow of the planetary movements that are coming in. You went through a major rebirth, major awakening, okay? Then you get the Four of Materials after Justice, and then you get the Knight of Cups, and then the Ace of Wands. So during this time, you may have been holding back from a person. You may have been holding back from a situation. Remember how I said it was like almost like you just weren't inspired to, you know, keep going and doing whatever it is that you were supposed to be doing, whether this is your life purpose, whether this is work, whatever it is that this is pertaining to. There's some type of a wish fulfillment that's coming in, because I was drawn to this star. I don't know if you could see it on the horse's nose. You know what I mean? For whatever reason, your third eye may be opening wide open. Your third eye may be wide open as well. Again, it all falls in alignment with the Great Awakening. You may have been holding back, but justice is going to be served in whatever situation it is that you're going through. The scales are going to be balanced out. Once again, things will be illuminated to you, and they're going to be illuminated to you quickly. So this may be where your intuition may heighten so much that it's almost like you can see clearly. You don't even, you know, it's like the blind man that now sees, is what I'm hearing. You're going to be forging forward to something new. It may take time though, because you got the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. It may take time, but this is going to be very fruitful, okay? Then you have the Ten of Wands here. And in this deck, the Ten of Wands, if you see her, she's carrying this big vase, and then there's all these other little vases under her, right? There's a bull down here. These are all bulls. And then, you know, they say that the bulls move slowly. This is kind of funny because I was speaking to my cousin yesterday, and both of us are Tauruses, right? I'm going to tell you the story real quick. But both of us are Tauruses. And the funny thing is that bulls are not slow. They are not slow at all. They just don't like to be fucked with. You know what I mean? Like, it's not something, and this may have, whatever it is that you've been through may have bothered you so much. So if you have Taurus in your chart, you may want to look as to where that placement is at, because that's where the ailment may have been at. You know what I mean? But bulls are like cool, calm, and collective until somebody fucks with them. And when they start forging forward, nothing stops them. I mean, does anybody look at bullfighting? You know what I mean? That shit is crazy. It's crazy. They're not sitting there, you know what I mean, just sitting down, chilling, and it's like poking a bear, right? Don't fucking poke the bear if you don't want to get fucked up. And that's kind of what I'm feeling. I know this came up in reverse. And typically, the Ten of Wands represents somebody that has been through the gamut and they're fucking, carrying all this baggage. And for me, this is you releasing it. This is you, it's over. You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna fucking take in anything else that you don't need to take in. And this is your intuition coming in. This is you as the high priestess. This isn't anybody else. This is you as the high priestess. And then the Tower came in reverse. You have been through the fucking gamut of dealing with shit. It was like, this is where your head was at. You know what I'm saying? This is where your head was at. Now you're taking these pieces to create something that is firm. The letters P, F, R, H, X, Z, and C may be very significant. The numbers 11, I heard L also is significant. The symbolization of a fish is also significant to you. Okay? It may be something that's coming up in your awareness now. Also a walnut, and I'm not sure what that means for somebody, but that's also very, very significant. In this tower, in the upright, you see somebody falling off this rock, right? This tower came down because it had to come down for you. Now this came up in reverse. And what I'm seeing is a lot of spiritual possible attacks that have come in that try to hurt you. If somebody threw something at you in regards to magic, because this came up in reverse, this is telling me that this shit is going back. If you put out, any type of reversal spell or energy or ask for any protection, they're getting this back. This isn't you falling off the tower anymore. This is you allowing God and surrendering to the universe to allow it to do what it needs to do. Let's see. And then you get the Six of Coins. Shit is about to be balanced out, yo. It's almost like you regain your power. You know what I mean? Look at that. Look at the depiction in that picture. I mean, it looks powerful. Even though it kind of looks very feminine, you know what I'm saying? Like, it looks powerful. It's like they're happy. They're finally in balance again. I can't believe this is like running on 28 minutes, but I'm like on a mission right now for whatever reason. Let's see, Señor Dios mío. What can you expect? Señor Dios mío, San Miguel Arcángel, por favor. The end of mental conflicts. Love is coming in. If some of you guys have been feeling defeated in regards to love, there's a new foundation coming in. You guys are going to be focusing, possibly be getting a house, focusing on your kids, focusing on money. Those conflicts are over. You're out of your head about it, okay? You're pushing anything that feels like it's temptation or taboo, like I said earlier, away. You want love. You know what I mean? You know what, you have the key to your own heart at this point. There's going to be accelerated motion after waiting for a long time, because success and victory is here for you. And you just need to make the right choices. Okay? You're going to be, a lot of you guys are going to be focused on love and your money and just growth. Things are going to be illuminated to you. There's new partnerships and alliances that are coming in. It's assured, again, victory and success. Okay? A lot of you guys have emotionally withdrawn, and if you haven't, you need to rest. You need to rest, because whatever's coming in is coming in fast. There was a lot of disruption in the past. What did I say? You need to rest. It took a lot of patience. A lot of you guys have been patiently and planning, but you didn't even have to do any of that, because the reality is that abundance was going to be here for you regardless. You just had to allow yourself to metamorphose into this amazing thing that you're about to become, okay? Truth is here. Your base chakra has been healed. And there's going to be material and spiritual prosperity coming in for you, okay? Also, recognition and reward is what I'm hearing. Let's see. That's what the cards are saying, right? Señor Dios mío, San Miguel Arcángel, what blessings are coming in for the collective? Justice. Look at this. Spiritual guides. I mean, you guys are going to be guided. Everything is going to balance itself out. You're going to learn to be compassionate. Not with anybody else, but finally with yourself. Take time out. Blessings are here for you, okay? Blessings. Let's see what else. I got this new deck. I'm going to check it out in a minute. So we'll do this reading. Let's see. The end of envy and jealousy, of a broken heart, of people talking behind your back. That's just all going to be coming to an end. People are going to be talking after these, awards and recognitions that are going to be coming in, and you making these new choices. You will be meeting new people and communing with new people. 7 again is significant. There's going to be a lot of doors opening for you too. You need to be patient and mindful when choosing what it is that you need to choose. There's something in regards to your solar plex chakras that you may be healing at the very moment, and this may have to do with money. So, look up the solar plex chakras, but I know it has to do with laziness when that shit is off balance. You just need to be patient with yourself. The sun is here to heal you, has illuminated and healed many of things, including your base chakra, which is the most important, because without doing this, balance doesn't come in. You may have a contract that may have, been stalled or held up, but this storm is over. You know what I'm saying? Like, this storm is over right now. You need to just appreciate what it is that you've been through in your process. Again, the solar plex chakra is here again. There's something that you need to pay attention to in regards to your solar plex chakras, okay? Archangel Michael, Archangel Chamiel. Abundance is here. Just be strategic. And some of you guys need to start journaling about this journey that you've been on, okay? Let's see. These are the new cards that I got. I don't know what the hell they're going to tell us, but we're about to find out. I've never used them before, so bear with me. I like getting my messages intuitively. So we'll just pull 2 of these, and then I'll do the angel ones last. Astrology. Candles. When we were talking about candle magic, about lighting some candles, tea leaves, and nature. Okay. If somebody did a spell, okay, and here's why I'm saying the spell. Typically, when people are doing spells, they use herbs. They may use candles. They may use, magic. Is they could have dug something in the ground. You know what I mean? Like, they could have. But this, you need to know, was part of your destiny. As fucked up as that sounds, and I'm really sorry about that. But this was part of your destiny, and this was a part of your destiny for you to see, and for things to be illuminated to you, for you guys not to be so trusting, for you to trust more in the divine than anything else, okay? You just need to be patient, because this shit is balancing out. The shift is here. And you know that. You know that. This was all, again, part of your destiny. Things are going to be made right. Things are going to balance out. From this situation, you've learned patience. You've learned, foresight. You learn to ground yourself in nature. Things have been illuminated in different ways. So you're seeing all these synchronicities. Look at this. And then the oracle. Again, something has been illuminated or will be illuminated in the next 7 to 10 days for you. There is a big, 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 big shift that's coming. I've never used those cards, but I like them. Let's see. Let's see. Señor Dios mío, San Miguel Arcángel, por favor, what do you have to tell the collective? What do they need to know? You're going to get some news that's going to be worth celebrating. I'm telling you, there's a big shift. Somebody may be pregnant. It may be a graduation. There's some type of engagement that's going to be coming in. News again. Communication. Look at... I'm stopping here, dude. I can't make this shit up. I cannot make this shit up. It's like you're going to be getting... This news is not coming in from a person. If you're waiting on communication from somebody, it's going to come in. You know what I mean? Just know that it's going to come in. But you guys are going to be celebrating something. It's almost like you guys are going to feel alive again. This awakening where you see everything in a whole new light. Yo, embrace it. Embrace it, because it is going to be beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Do what you love. Recognition for the highest quality of work is what this is saying. Especially your creative endeavors. Being paid well for your craft, working well with others, and an excellent reputation. You guys have been going through the gamut, yo. And then you got the Ace of Wands here again. Newfound passion and just a whole lot of love. An amazing opportunity, and it's asking you to be bold and courageous during this time, okay? Anyway, I hope that helps in some way, shape, or form. I love you guys. The readings should be done here by Sunday, all of them, and they'll be uploaded on this side and on Patreon. If you become a member on the other side, thank you very much. That will definitely not be in vain, and we'll be talking about that on the other side. I'll be doing more videos. Well, it'll be a mix, but I will also be trying something new to see if I can give out personal readings if I decide to do it and it works. And the elements are going to be either I'm going to be, while I'm doing the reading, I'll be either sitting at the beach or I'll be sitting in a park in nature. Because that's the easiest way for me to cleanse myself and ground myself while I'm doing your reading. Because I take a lot in, you know what I mean? And I want to give you, I don't want to, I definitely won't be putting myself in a situation where I'll be doing more than 2 readings a day, because I don't want anybody's energy to overlap into somebody else's reading. I mean, again, I take in a lot of energy, and it's strange, you know, even when the planets are shifting, I feel the shift before it happens. So I hope you guys are in a great space. Please stay safe. I love you guys. Thank you for stopping through. If you are not new, thank you for staying and hanging out with me. And if you are new, hit the bell and become part of the tribe and subscribe. And, you know, for those of you that join me on the other side, I thank you and I love you guys. Later.